Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Organized with Joy. I'm Joy and I want to inspire you to get organized. And in today's video, I am sharing a declutter with me. I am showing you everything that I decluttered in the month of February. And this is actually going to be a collab with several ladies here on YouTube. This collab just kind of organically grew. I've been doing these declutter with me's for almost a year now, and sometime during the summer, a couple of friends wanted to know if they could join in, and I have just had more and more friends interested and joining in on this collaboration. So now this will be a staple on my channel. Every month I will have an open collaboration of Declutter with me where you show everything that you decluttered in that month, and it'll be the last Saturday of each month. So let's get into what I decluttered this month, and I will be sure to link the playlist for all the videos down in the description box below if you need more decluttering motivation. So first up, I have a few things from the kitchen. First of all, I have these spice jar lids. You might have seen my video where I had to replace these lids because the sprinkle part of the lid kept falling off, and that was no fun to have extra spice on our food, so I replaced it with a different, more secure sprinkle top. And then I also have a few dish towels. I feel like I frequently have these in my declutter with me videos. I just like to replace my dish towels every once in a while. This is actually a few that I had held onto that I thought we might use as just rags for the garage or for our dog or something like that. But we have other towels in addition to these three, and I noticed that these were not really getting used, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those. Next up, I have this wreath. I really do still love this wreath, but I used it outside for a while and it definitely has seen better days. I own two of these. I would sometimes use both of them on a tablescape, but I just feel like this one would look kind of raggedy compared to the other one now, so I think it's time to say goodbye to that one. I have this journal that I was using to keep track of any YouTube video ideas that I had, and then I would just tear out the page once I had completed all the ideas on that page. But I felt like it started getting really chaotic and some of the pages were falling out because this is not the type of journal that was intended to pull the pages out. So I have a different system now to keep track of all of my YouTube video ideas, and so that I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of. I have a pile of dog toys that I'm saying goodbye to. You might have seen the video where I decluttered these, and I actually was kind of joking around and had my dog help me declutter and decide which ones he wanted to get rid of, and he literally showed no interest in any of these. As a matter of fact, this one actually wasn't even his. This was our Beagle's a long time ago, and he, I think, stole it eventually, but he literally picked this one up and threw it like, no thank you. I can show you that footage in this video as well. Come here, look, look. Do you like this? Can I declutter that? Oh, I can? Can I declutter it? Okay, how about this one? Can I declutter this one? Oh, you're not even gonna pick that one up. Okay, that one's going by the wayside. How about this one? Do you like this one, or can I declutter it? Well, that's all. You don't like any of them? Okay, thank you. Next up is this CD holder case. I had some CDs that I went ahead and consolidated. We used to have two separate CD holders for children's movies and adult movies, and now we've decluttered enough where I could just consolidate the two together. Next up, I have these items. Honestly, I can't even tell you what they are. It's like one is a router, and I don't know what the other one is. But this was from our previous internet service. We switched internet services, I think about a year ago, and it's a different type of internet service, so we don't need these any longer. My husband did want to hold on to them to see if we would go back to that other service, but he said it was okay to go ahead and declutter these now. Next up is this random bug zapper thing. My son had it in his room, and I asked him if it worked, and he said he doesn't think that it worked. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. I don't remember it ever being necessarily super effective or successful, so I'm gonna go ahead and let that go. I also actually today purchased a new vacuum cleaner. My old vacuum cleaner started having some problems the last time I was vacuuming. I thought maybe it was making a weird noise because I vacuumed something up into it. I sometimes vacuum up my husband's guitar strings, like if they get on the floor somehow, if he's replaced them. And that was the case. There was a guitar string wrapped around the roller part, but I took that out and it was still making a weird noise, and I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with the motor. It wasn't like a super expensive vacuum cleaner. I tend to just go with the cheaper end vacuum cleaners and just replace them every 3 or 4 years. But I was really wanting to get a cordless vacuum cleaner, and I found a good deal on one that had good reviews at Costco today, so I went ahead and picked that up, and I'm excited to start using that. I have a few things that are actually outside in my garage, and I decided not to bring them back in here. Instead, I'll take you out there and show you a few more things that I'm going to go ahead and declutter for the month of February. So let's take a little field trip here. Okay, so here are a few more things that I'm getting rid of this month. And first up is these 2 baskets. They were in my storage closet and I cleaned it out, came across them, and I really do not use them. I have used one of them the last couple of years to set out treats for the delivery people during the holiday season, but I think I have baskets on hand that will work just as well. So I'm going to go ahead and let those go. I will also be getting rid of this wreath. I have a different light colored wreath that I prefer to use in the spring, and so I will be getting rid of that one. And then this is a mini fridge, and I actually did a little makeover on this mini fridge on my channel. I got it from the Buy Nothing group, and it had like a Coca-Cola logo on it, and I just made it so it was like pretty and plain. But at Christmas time, I went to a white elephant gift party, and I received a new mini fridge that I like better. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this back along in the Buy Nothing group, and hopefully someone will like it the way that I did a makeover on it. Lastly, I have these chairs, which I am so hesitant to get rid of. Part of me doesn't want to let these go, but I know that they're no longer useful to us. They're also kind of impractical. I purchased these at Goodwill for very cheap and did a makeover on them several years ago. And one of them used to be at my vanity in my bathroom, but the chair slot where it sat was right in front of a couple of drawers, and so it was kind of frustrating to have to move the chair every time I wanted to open those drawers. And so now I just have a stool there. And then this one was at our kitchen desk where I used to sit before my son went away to college, and I took over his office space, and now really no one sits at that desk, so there's really no need to have a chair there. But they're also impractical because I have to like brush this fur every once in a while to kind of fluff it back up, because after you sit on it for a while it gets matted down. So I think, no, commit to it. I am gonna let these 2 chairs go as well. Well, that is all I have for you in today's video. I hope that it was motivational or inspirational for you to go and declutter some spaces in your home. Maybe you got some ideas from this video on spaces to declutter. And if you need more motivation, be sure to check out that playlist link in the description box below. But before I go, I did want to give you a little channel update. I have decided for the month of March that I am going to only post 2 times a week. I have been posting 3 times a week, probably for about a year now, and I just have a lot going on in March. It is spring break for my kids, and I'm also going on a vacation at the end of March. And so I decided for the month of March to just go ahead and schedule only 2 videos per week. If I do have some extra time and I get an extra video recorded and edited, I'll definitely share those. But for now, on my schedule, I have videos to go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then if I have an extra video, I will post that on a Saturday. If I have a collab, obviously I may have to post on a different day, but my normal schedule will be Tuesday and Thursday. And if you're new around here, my Thursday videos are called Thoughtful Thursdays, and I share with you not only some motivation, some cleaning, organizing, or decluttering motivation, but I also share with you some thoughts on a topic that I want to talk about, or that's interesting, or some issue that I want to speak on. So definitely, if that sounds like something that interests you, check out those videos. But if you are coming over from one of the other ladies' channels, thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope that if you enjoyed this or enjoy this type of content, that you would consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.